5 goals, 2 conceded, and yet so many of us felt uneasy watching that match. And that's the strange story from Liverpool's 5-2 win against West Ham. And that was at Anfield on Saturday. And I'm not here to argue the scoreline, because that was great. But I am here to explain why this match felt so uncomfortable beneath the surface. And let's break it down. And not as a whiner, but as someone that sees patterns others might miss. And no, this is not going to be a complaint, but we are going to have to be looking at why this matters, especially if you still want to impact what's left of the season. The Reds blew the doors open early. Hugo Ekitike with the opener after 5 minutes. Virgil van Dijk climbed highest to nod from a Dominic Szoboszlai corner, and of course Alexis McAllister, he curled in a beauty before halftime. 3 goals from set plays and 3 reasons West Ham really couldn't cope. 3 from set pieces, and that is tactical execution. But what made this game feel jagged wasn't our finishing. It was what happened in between. The first half scoreline reads dominant. But if you watch the moments and transitions, Liverpool struggled to control phases of play. West Ham didn't just sit in. They squeezed us, they forced play wide, and they made us play into congested areas, particularly on the right. The press curved Liverpool into predictable routes, and suddenly we had limited options out of possession. At times, we had only 2 realistic exits: go long and fight for the second ball, or find a half turn to receive. That second option worked occasionally because Gravenberg's vision, but it wasn't a reliable bedrock. And when that met pressure high up the pitch, it looked messy. When build-up broke down, we gifted West Ham chances. Tomas Soucek, his goal came early in the second half. A blunt reminder that a 3-0 lead isn't a guarantee of control. And later, West Ham pulled another one back through Valentin Castellanos. Am I saying that right? But that was off the rebound. A moment where Liverpool's transition shape looked stretched and also unbalanced. But here's the reality. That 5-2 scoreline exists because we executed phases that most teams don't. Not just set-piece delivery, but second-phase reaction. Ekitike's involvement, Szoboszlai's in-swing, Van Dijk's aerial authority, that's preparation. And McAllister's finish, that was a combination of awareness and confidence. 3 goals from corners. That's not luck. That's craftsmanship. Beyond set plays, there were encouraging attacking moments. Cody Gakpo's link play down the left and his goal midway through the second half reminded us what dynamic, aggressive progression looks like when it's on. When Gakpo drifts inside, he finds pockets where defenders hesitate, and that is where good teams hurt you. But here's where the feeling of not quite right came in. Liverpool didn't fully settle in defensive control. West Ham created more threatening sequences than you'd expect from a team that finishes 18th on the table. Possession was nearly even. That forced moments of danger. And on another day, those chances could have been punished. And that's not panic, that's context. So yes, a 5-2 win feels brilliant. And it is brilliant. It is brilliant. 3 goals from set pieces, excellent attacking contributions, and another 3 points on the board. I can live with that. But control, we're not quite there yet. And if you felt uncomfortable watching at times, well, you weren't imagining things. Performances and scoreline don't always match. And that gap is where learning happens. But let me know in the comments, did you feel calm at any point during this match, or did it feel like we just barely kept it together. Hit a like on this, hit subscribe, and let's talk tactics.